Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to Pga 2K23, my career mode, as I continue to get some playing time in between now and the start of the next season of TGC Tours, during which I hope to make some improvements in my gameplay so that I can get better, more consistent, and so forth. The things I've been chasing for so long. So I did achieve the first time ever in master difficulty in the career mode, making a cut last time. It's been several days since I've been in here again. As always, there's always something to do in the sim world, so got distracted on Shipbreaker, actually. Came across that and really enjoyed the concept, the gameplay, and so forth, and so kind of spent a whole weekend in there, not really doing much else, and obviously that meant things weren't getting recorded and things weren't getting done. But the big news is TGC Tours was able to meet their donation goal for Season 10, and then that means that they are now officially moving forward with Season 11 at some point. So the donation page now is already collecting donations for Season 11. They had nearly a couple $100 already in a day or so forth. Probably people that were actually honestly trying to donate for the previous year, but hey, if they roll over and we get a little bit into the next year and get going, that just helps us finish it, hopefully at the end of the season last time. So if they're trying to get 12,000 over 48 weeks, that's $250 a week, which should be reasonably doable given the number of people that play and so forth. But unfortunately, just like anything in life, very few people actually participate / volunteer in anything, and they just enjoy participating but then don't actually do anything to help support it. So it ends up being a small percentage of people. It is what it is, so I'm glad we got done. We don't have an official date. It says they're working on the season. It does say the 2025 season, but once again, it's a 48-week season, so either way, the 2024 season technically started in late 2023, so I'm thinking maybe late October into November. That would be good, because that still gives me some time. I'm a little panicky that since we got to the donation amount as quick as we did, it really was like a week or two after we were done, and I think there was still like $3,000 left, because we were right at about like 76% when the season ended. So I was expecting it to take longer to get done. I just decided to check this morning and was like, wow, okay, that was faster than I expected, and here we are. So my concerned side is suddenly they're going to tell us first event is 2 weeks from now, and I don't know that I'm going to have had enough time to play in between. I mean, I was assuming I'd have 4 to 6 weeks as a minimum, plus probably honestly a little bit more, because I figured it would take a month or a month and a half to make up that amount of money. But kudos to the folks who did donate late. I've got a recurring donation going, so I just left that alone, which was always my plan anyway. And so I did donate during that period as well, but just because it was already scheduled. But obviously others had kind of jumped in and done some things there as well. So let's get into round 3 here, and hopefully we can keep the good things going.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
All right.
Today's coverage of the
very beautiful location. Again, I don't know if this is a real location. It probably is not. All right, so I did some practice swings. First 2 swings were perfect, and then I had a couple really lousy ones. And then it was kind of a mixed bag, but after not having played for probably the better part of a week, I thought, I better not just get in here and take a blind swing, although if I had and I had pulled off what I did, it was a beautiful swing. But we'll see if hopefully I didn't, as I always worry about, that I didn't waste some good swings here in practice. But the reality becomes, then I'm not where I need to be if I can't, you know, if it's only X amount of swings. But there we go. We got ourselves perfect off the tee. Doesn't happen that terribly often. Alright, I am not going to up the club because at 33 feet down, we're going to go forward 11 yards. This honestly is probably going to fly too far. I'm going to back some off here. We're going to do a little bit on the lie there.
Opting for the 6-iron.
Okay, not terrible, but again, the wind pretty strong, but we're on the green. We got to roll in the right direction.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
Okay, it's definitely going to go to the right more than it's going to go to the left, but it's not going to go to the right, you know, that much, I don't think, because we're going to have things off the blade right away. Yeah, not a great putt path. Ooh, really far.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
I honestly wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it was downhill, so that was bad on me. This is a long shot for birdie, so I might have given up what might have been a nice, easy shot. Thank goodness. All right. It does feel good.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
All right, so we don't see Ricky Fowler. I know he made the cut, but he's not playing with us today. A little bit of pushback with the wind, so we're going to go right about there. Ah, so second shot already into the drink. All right. It's honestly kind of flat, so this should be about right because we should lose about 10 yards here according to this. Not when we do that.
And here we are with the third shot.
It's always been a challenge for me. I don't know why.
Fourth shot.
I don't know why I chipped that now that I think on it. All right. Ooh.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short.
So yeah, my concern has been, I had a thought that my third round might always be poor, because it's like, oh, I made the cut, and now I can breathe a sigh of relief. I don't know how true that is, but it's an idea.
That's frustrating.
It is frustrating. Okay, we're downhill a bit.
Gee, that line was looking good.
Yeah, this is a bad hole after a wonderful start.
And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard.
So again, recovery is the order of the day, and to see how I recover. At least it's not a totally piss-poor shot. 273 is kind of what I used to hit, so.
You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
So we're gonna go there. This gets frustrating when this starts to happen.
Their best shot.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
How was that very slow? That felt like a good swing to me, honestly. It really did.
Time now for the fourth shot. Ooh.
Short game has always been stellar, and that's just why.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
This is a must-make, guys. They've got this for bogey.
All right.
There it is.
Need to stop the disaster.
Sitting at 4 over for the event.
Because again, I made the cut, but the goal is to play well, to play decently, always. That is all that will allow me to be competitive in TGC Tours.
Second shot here on the fourth.
All right. We've got wind. Yes, we've got some distance. I'm gonna go hit it here. All right, not bad. The swing is not great, but the direction is stellar.
Well played, mate.
So,
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
all right, it's gonna move a little bit. I think I snapped it a bit much.
Steady now.
I don't know if that hit the cup or not. It was really hard to tell,
Here in the hole.
but it was close either way.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy.
All right.
And in
A
it goes
par
for the par.
is good at this point, just to
Our current leader is
settle the
enjoying a
nerves.
six-stroke advantage. It's time to step on the tee here at the fifth.
all right. Uphill, but over again. Ah,
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
stop doing that, Simmer. Stop doing that.
This would be a great up and down.
All right. 33 yards. Is it really, though? See, and this is the thing. Like, see, I went 31 yards. So that's why I don't change on the chips. The chips are honestly a little interesting to me on the distance. I just kind of know they tend to be far.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the sixth.
All right. Just need to get a good drive off of the green, or the tee, the green.
Well, that looks like a slice.
Not great. All right, we stayed out of the bunker.
He's going to
Now
need
let's
an
see.
incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum.
All right,
going
so
forward
it's
on the
going to go down 32. That would be 128. So we want to go back. I mean, technically, I think I want to go back a little bit more. All right, how far over am I? All right, I don't want to be that far over. Ooh, the tree, the tree, the tree. Did it hit the
This is
tree?
lovely.
I don't know if it hit the tree or not.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Didn't realize the tree was going to be in line that way. Alright.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
It did look good,
A par putt on the table.
but I'd love some birdies to fall here.
It's got a chance.
It does have a
Nice
chance.
little putt to hole that one. And now at +4 for the event.
Alright, nobody's starting. I don't understand. I mean, they're all ahead of me,
Take full advantage.
but, long one.
That's
alright,
the kind of strike
that
that's gonna
is
make them come back
core.
every day of the week.
Right there, because a big long hole,
Time for the second
you
shot
can
here
lose
at the
it
seventh.
on the tee. I mean, you can lose it on the tee shot for everything. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. But, Alright, it's not worth it. I can't actually gain yardage. I was going to try to do something with the loft to hit further, because I'm short here, but I can basically gain 6 yards, so and that would make my shot much more difficult. So I don't want to do that. Can I be on at least? Ah, what a crappy bounce. Oh well. Alright, so again, we don't want to overpower it, so we want to be careful. 98, that's good. Very good, very good.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Like, getting those, like, that's the goal. Like, get really close so that it's, like, just a fluke if I miss it. That's always the goal. I was thinking a bit much on the backswing and I freaked out, but it turned out nicely. So I think I dodged a bullet there, honestly. Man. Alright, we're gonna pull it. Usually doesn't move much with the wind on pitches because they're just basically, think of it like you're like shot on an arrow or like throwing a dart. Sounded nice, sounded nice. I have come to know kind of, oh, rejected off the hill.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
That hurts. A little bit of a crappy swing, but it's alright. I was trying to be careful.
14 feet from the cup.
It's really not moving. I'm going to just barely move it.
Looking good.
Come on. Thank you. That did start to move at the end, but we did make it. So yeah, that was not as nice of a chip as I would have liked. It was further away. It is getting dark. Okay, I have carried this almost every time, so I'm going to still assume I can do that. Alright, well, if I can, that is the shot that will do it. Yep. See, and I seem to carry it by a good amount. And some of it might be because the elevation is down, because it was down 42 from the tee, and it's only down 2 from here. So in theory, we've got 40 feet that we've dropped. So that would add 13 yards. Again, kind of in that no man's land. So we're going to try to back off, but you know what? I'm just going to hit. I'm going to basically hit at the pin. I mean, I'm going to give the wind a little bit.
Luke, that swing was just
the
south
fast pulled it. But yeah, still further than I thought, as I figured.
Another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
Alright, that should be close enough to give me a good shot here. I'm going past the edge of the cup because that is breaking.
Nice stroke.
Alright.
That gets the job done.
Alright, so
And stepping up
happy with the play after those 2 horrendous holes. So I'm glad to see that I've been able to settle myself in. Hopefully, obviously, again, it continues. Because that, again, seems to be that goofy stance where if I talk about it, I cause myself a problem. And obviously, I need to be able to do that and not have that happen.
That's a poor execution. This one's
And I wasn't really even thinking about it. I'm like, I'm just going to execute. And
it's tough to see from here.
it said, no, you're not.
Connection on this one. The rough's not going to cause any trouble.
All right,
It's sitting
this
good.
is going to fly a bit. So I'm going to head that way. Wow. See? That lie was crazy. It was about where I was going for, so.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
And from around 135
All right.
yards.
Interesting. I put new batteries in. That makes no sense. So I'm going to ignore that message. I've never seen that message, is what I was going to say. Oh, I need to go to normal. So I'm going to go here. That whole thing threw me off. I was actually trying to feel for the vibration, but as I thought about it, I'm like, why am I doing that? Like, I'm not worried about it now. Alright, that's a big one. That is a big one, hitting over the bunker, not getting stuck in the bunker. A little further than I'd like.
This is what they have left for a par.
So, this is going to be tough. It's basically level. Ah.
Ouch, that hurts.
It's a good putt path, though. So I'll take that putt path every day of the week.
This is looking solid. What
All
they
right.
wanted.
Well, again, gonna get those once in a while, so but again, it didn't help. Par 5, it's hard to make up for a poor tee shot. Ah, not 2 in a row.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
All right, I can't do much, so okay. Good news is, so far at least, I'm not getting 2 terrible shots in a row, other than those holes I struggled with, so like that I did do. Man, do I want to go? I almost feel like I want to. Nah, I kind of feel like I want to go with this, because I'm worried the other one's going to be too far. Doesn't matter if I do that.
And here we are with their 4th.
Ooh, very fast. But nice. Very nice. That worked out.
Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Then it goes, and that's unfortunately...
Yeah, I did move it a bit, and it pretty much went down the line I moved, so I need to be careful not to cause my own problem.
Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
Alright. It's downhill. It's gonna move over. Gonna back it off a bit. Wow. 3 bad shots in a row.
Oh, he's caught up in some branches there. This lie's not great.
I don't know that I can do this. Because basically, that's gonna, I don't know, maybe, because it might still get me on. So maybe we'll do that. So it should bounce on. Oh yeah, wow. That really bounced on. Holy moly. I'm glad I didn't do anything else, I guess.
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
This will be luck if it goes in. Beautiful line, beautiful line. Come on. I was hoping for a big heavy break at the end, but no such luck.
That's disappointing.
Man, this is still a long way.
Looks good.
Awesome.
Well, at least it wasn't a double.
But 3 bogeys to start the back 9.
Our leader is up by
Wow.
6 shots now. And now on
But
the tee,
again,
coming off a bogey.
3
Trying
poor
to
tee
recoup
shots.
some
Let's
momentum.
not forget that. Alright. So let's see. Our first good tee shot on the back 9. Are we going to have a good result
Time for the
of at
second
least
shot
par
here
or
at the
better?
13th.
Alright. I'm going to let it go, because I do think the wind is going to impact it. Got a little bit... this lie seems extreme. I know folks have commented that I'm like overdoing it sometimes, but this just feels like the right thing to do here. And I think I'm proven right. It's pretty much right at the pin, so that would be one of those I'm aiming on the moon shots, was I think the comment, but that's how I tend to aim sometimes, and it's hard to argue with the results. Alright, that was tough, as short as that was. I mean, that would have been awesome to pull an eagle out of that, but a par is good. So, obviously a good tee shot proved itself out. I mean, again, I knew that would be... Look at the sun bouncing on me. That is odd. That is an odd animation. But I think that's the progression of the sun that they do, because it's not like smooth. It's just frame by frame or something. First I was like, what is going on? I thought it was some weird graphic glitch, but now I see what it is. It is distracting, though. A little bit to the right. Can I stay in the fairway?
That should find the short stuff.
Alright.
Second shot here on the 14th.
Alright. No man's land with the pitch. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. I don't know why, but I feel like leaving it. Oh my god.
Getting ready to play their third.
Okay, this is close enough that a flop will absolutely work. I'm gonna go the whole way. Should be decent, or not.
Playing their fourth shot.
Odd. Okay, this is gonna roll that way. God, this is only 8 yards. The other one was 7. Oh my god. That would have been a beautiful par save. That was close.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
It did roll over, as obviously the terrain was showing.
It's time to begin this par
'Cause that is
hole.
something I've seen on videos from some of the really good folks, is they said that's the thing that people don't do. Like, they don't they don't take the green read into account when they chip, and then they like miss things that they probably would have made.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
Okay, and it's 103. The good news is, I don't know that I really had an overpowered swing. That I certainly haven't had one that I've seen, but I can't claim that I've seen them all. So, alright. We're gonna move over again. So, I've stayed at 103 or below.
Chosen the pitchy wedge here.
Ooh, I think we'll be alright.
Is for left. I don't know if they meant to do that.
Yeah, it didn't
Not sure if
quite.
that's how they drew it up.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke?
So,
It has
12
missed
yards,
a
but
lot
out of the
greens,
rough.
and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
Not great, but it
Beauty of a chip shot
worked
there.
out again.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Right. And again, a win would be nice, but that is not the goal here. So let's be honest. The goal is to just, again, play well.
It's out to the right for sure.
All right. Huh.
That got a little
I
out
was
of control,
I was
think.
debating clubbing
Story of
up.
the day for this player is just missed too many greens.
Clearly, I
You can't
think I
afford to do
should
that.
have. Too far. Too far.
Well, a lovely
Could
opportunity
see
to
once
stay
it was
par
in
here.
the air, I'm like, that is too far. I really felt out of the rough that I had a little bit more opportunity. Now this is downhill, I just noticed that. Come on. Yes. That was That was big.
Currently at 6 over par.
And definitely noticing that downhill was a key piece.
A hole that you are just hoping that the wind is helping just a little bit. Straight back up the hill. Just a couple of little bunkers there that you don't really want to find. But even if you do, the way this green is sloped, everything kind of
too much at the bunker,
right
darn it.
This is a fantastic
we missed it though.
For birdie, certainly. More than likely an eagle or two.
Alright, it's moving a bit, so again, not a full swing. It's always the challenge. Man, still too hard. Ooh, a little bit of back. Can we pull a birdie out? Okay, we're gonna move some. I'm gonna go off the edge of the cup. Heavy, heavy downhill.
It's tracking.
Come on.
And
Awesome.
that's their 4th birdie. And as the scorecard suggests,
Yeah, if I could have collected myself on holes 2 and 3, I'd have a really decent score. I mean, because again, I basically gave up 4 strokes on those 2 holes. If I take 4 strokes away, I'm at a +1 for total. So definitely, you know, I know what the issue was. Ah! I was thinking on it too much. Oh, I almost wish it had stopped there, but it didn't. Shoot. Well, this is going to be a bad result on this hole. Because at this point, even with a good shot like I did right now, I overpowered that one, but almost worthwhile out of there. I mean, unless I get
from left to right, you're gonna try and hold it against the wind.
Unless I get a stellar shot and landing, a par is going to be tricky here.
Okay, with the 5-iron here.
Too much pressure on myself or something. I don't know.
Henny, what does that line
I don't know what else to call it.
Here, a bit of luck in the second cut.
Okay, we're going to go up. If I had gotten a good swing, I think. Alright. I haven't gotten out of the sand today, so this is going to be a good. Alright, well, good shot. At this point, it's just, again, trying to get the solid strokes in. Okay. It's not going to move much. But it is downhill. So I don't want to overdo it. Might be too weak. No, it is not.
6 feet remaining to the cup.
So,
yeah, this is looking nice.
not a great result.
The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day.
+8, is that right?
Okay, Rich, just around to play now. An exciting finish we got coming up.
Yeah, looks like
so
we've got a
far,
+8.
Good holes of action. Hopefully 18 more to come tomorrow.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvin.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
So, again, not the round one would have hoped for. But all in all, acceptable. We'll go with that. For where I'm at, yeah, there were definitely a lot more good moments than bad. The fact that I had that disaster right at the beginning and then was still able to stay under, you know, not going double digits over, which would be very normal for me in these single player events, is what I was doing. I still say that bodes well. Again, if I finish higher than 141st, you know, I'll move up in the yearly standings. So, you know, and I could, again, have a a good round like I did in rounds 1 and 2 and kind of stick where I'm at here. So we'll see what the 4th round brings. As always, if you've enjoyed this but haven't dropped a like, or if you are not a subscriber yet, please consider those things, and I will see you next time.